Being a Manchester United supporter, health risk, betting on Manchester United, you're basically digging up your own grave. In fact, some would say it would drive you insane. How insane? Well, end up doing stuff like this. There we go. Manchester United for life, baby. Anyway, welcome back to another video on the Glory Reds channel. This is Risky Business, and tonight Manchester United faced Fenerbahce in the Europa League competition. Will we win? Will we lose? Who knows? You know, this is Manchester United nowadays. You just don't know what you're going to get. But before we get into that match, let's go through some of the bets I've been making from the start and see how far I've gone in my journey. All right. So let's go back all the way to the 25th of September when we bet on our first game against FC20. I've already reviewed this specific bet. If you haven't seen the video, go and check it out. I'll have it pop up somewhere there or in the link in the description down below. Anyway, so yeah, won that bet. Everything was going well. And then comes to the 27th of September when we faced Spurs. So I was a bit more conservative on this bet, right? I said total goals or 1.5, and I predicted that we're going to have at least 13 corners in total throughout the whole match. As you can see, that didn't go to plan. We lost our bet. It was done for us from there. So yeah, moving on the 1st of October, just before going on the international break, Porto versus FC Porto versus Manchester United. Again, didn't place so many bet wagers on this one compared to the first game, as you can see over here. Way more over there. But yeah, just going back here, again, trying to be as conservative as possible. You can see corners here. I really brought it down all the way to 6.5 in total. Total goals over 1.5. That all went according to plan. Double chance, I said either Porto or Manchester United would win that game. Unfortunately, that game ended a draw 3-3 and we lost that bet. So yeah, no bets over the 2-week period when we're on our international break. And then we played Brentford last week. We managed to win that game. Again, kept the bet very conservative. Total corners over 10.5 over 90 minutes. Total goals over 1.5 over 90 minutes. And as you can see, we won that bet. Just real quick, during this period, I basically lost all my funds in the account. So I had to redeposit another £5 into the account, and I'm basically just starting from scratch. Like I said, guys, I am not going to invest more than £15 into this. I've already deposited my second lot, so yeah, it's not looking good, but we'll see how it's going to go. And as you guys know, whatever we win, we're going to add to our stake, and that's going to be the next amount that we're going to use to place on our next bet, which is going to be 3.8. Speaking of what we're going to be placing on our next bet, let's go and make that prediction right now. So let's go to football for today. And we're gonna go into Europa League, and we have, where is that game? Where is that game? There we go. And we're gonna jump straight into the bet builder. All right, so like what we did the last time, we are going to build our bet builder, and yeah, try to get it at least 1.8, right around that mark for us to place our bet. We're going to skip through popular and just go straight into match so we can take it step by step and see what exactly we're going to think of betting on and what we are not going to bet on. So from the top, who will win the match, I am not going to place any bet on that. How many goals? I am going to put it over 1.5 as usual. I think both teams are very capable of scoring, more than one goal. So I think that will be a good start in terms of trying to place this bet. And I also just want to build up my, tally over here. corners. I love betting on corners. That's one of the, what you call this, the lowest hanging fruit that you can win a bet on. All right, you're almost guaranteed corners in a game. It's, yeah, it's just one of those things. I don't know what more I can say on it. So for this game, Man United have been winning quite a lot of corners in the Europa League competitions and also during their away matches. I do not want to predict so far up like what I did with the Spurs match where I bet for over 12.5, which on a normal day that should have happened because we were playing at home and we do get a lot of corners this season from home matches. But yeah, I'm going to keep it very reserved this time, and I am probably going to go with, I want to go with 10 actually, but I want to say over 9.5, and that puts me in a very sweet spot. Um, yeah, I'm gonna add that to the selection. I'm gonna add that. All right, cool. How many booking points? This is yellow cards, red cards, whatever cards. I am probably not gonna do that. Double chance. Yeah, it failed me the last time. I do not want to be that risky now that I'm trying to, now that basically starting from scratch, trying to build up my pot again. So I'm gonna leave that alone. We'll be ahead of halftime. I'm gonna leave that. How many stats? This is shots. Even though I'm tempted, tempted, I need to start building up my pot. So I'm very confident that they will at least be over 24 shots being taken during this game. United against Brentford had a lot of shots on target. I think they totaled almost about 29 shots on target. I just need to go and reconfirm that. So this is combined. Manchester United, Fenerbache, how many shots are they going to have in total? So I think, you know what? No, I'm gonna play it safe. I am not going to. Oh, you know what? It is risky wages. It wouldn't be a risky wager without taking a chance. So yeah, I'm gonna add that. And we'll see how it goes. I crossing fingers. All right. What would the score be? Nope. What else would happen? You know what? I've been watching a lot of games of late, and I promise you, almost in every game I've watched, the woodwork has been hit, you know. But I'm not gonna take this chance. I've already made my risky wage. Right, this right here, that's my risky wage. All right, and we have team. Which team will get the most corners? Which team will get the most booking points? Um, you know what? I think this is good. 2.73. Yeah, this is good. I was aiming for 1.8. We have 2.63. Let's add this to the bet and let's get this going. So that's the 1.8 that we won from the last time, and the 2 that we bet initially. So I'm gonna add that. Actually, I'm actually wrong. I actually won 1.6, no 1.8. So that's 2 plus 1.6, that's 3.6. And our total return is going to be that amount. But yeah, that's basically what I'm looking to get. That's what I've staked, sorry. And then that's what I'm looking to get. All right, cool. Let's place this bet. And it's done. And we wait for tonight's match and see what happens. Right, moving right along. So let's talk about Manchester United for a second over here. And Manchester United obviously have been hit with a lot of injuries. It has really affected us this season. It has affected us in the Europa League competition. And let's not also forget that Bruno Fernandes picked up a red card just before the international break. So he's also going to be missing for this match. So just to give you guys or let you guys know the team that's going to be traveling, starting with goalkeepers, is going to be Altay Ben Tom Heaton, Andre Onana. Defenders, Harry Amas, Diego Dalot, Mateus Delit, Victor Lindelof, Martinez, Mazarawi, and Habib. This Habib is from the academy, right? Moving on to midfielders, we have Casemiro, Christian Eriksen, and Manuel Gattin. As you can see, we are short on midfielders because we do not have Bruno Fernandes and we do not have Kobe Mainoo because he's also injured. So looking at a predicted starting lineup, I don't know if he's going to start all 3 at the same time, and that's basically start to end, because obviously we know that Manuel Ugarte recently got surgery, and we know that Casemiro also hasn't been match fit for quite some time. Christian Eriksen obviously has been playing some games. They obviously rested over the international period. So I don't know if all of these three midfielders are going to be match fit or ready to start and finish this game. And I don't know how effective they're going to be in this match. So it's going to be very interesting to see how Ten Hag is going to set up this team. I am predicting that he will probably start two of the midfielders, and I will probably bet money on Christian Eriksen and maybe Manuel Gatti to start the match. And I think he would either go, oh, I want to say five defenders, but just looking at the defense that we have, I think he would go 4-2, and he might go at 4-2-4. He might just do that. He might play two strikers. You might just do that. I don't know why, but I just sort of see him doing that, you know. Um, yeah, maybe play Xerxes. No, you'll probably play. Yeah, I don't know. Um, yeah, I think he goes Joshua Xerxes, Rasmus Hoyland up front, Marcus Rashford to the left. You know what? We'll get to this when we do the match predictions. Anyway, our forwards: Ahmed, Anthony, Alejandro Garnacho, Rasmus Hoyland, Marcus Rashford, Ethan Whitley, and Joshua Xerxes. So this is going to be the team that's going to be traveling to Turkey tonight. I don't know if they've already traveled. Yeah, so this is the team that's going to be playing in the Europa League match tonight. Now, just looking at stats going into this match, okay? Fenerbahce are currently sitting fourth in their domestic league. They've played 8 games and they've won 5 out of those 8, drawn 2, and only lost 1. They've scored 18 goals in total and only conceded 7. Right? So Fenerbahce off to a good start. You know, really looking good. They won their previous game. They drew their previous game. Sorry. Won the one before that and then lost the other one. So yeah, the track record leading up to this match has been a bit up and down. So we still expect this game to be very tight, really good. Remember, we're going against Jose Mourinho. Most of or some of these players in the United squad he has coached, or he knows the players. So I'm pretty sure he's going to have some tactical ideas on how to stop some of these players like Marcus Rashford. And it's Jose Mourinho. We always know that he has an ace up his sleeve and he will do whatever it takes to win a match. So whether that's getting a very early goal in the early stages and parking the bus, you know, we just know that this game is going to be a very tight game. And let's not also forget that we're going up against two former Manchester United players in Sofian Amrabat and Fred. And I don't know, they might come bringing the energy, trying to prove a point, you know, for us letting them go. Hopefully that's not going to be the case. You know, we do want to see them do well, but at the same time, we also want to win. So yeah, gonna be a very interesting match. But yeah, like I said, Fenerbahce currently sitting fourth, and it looks like they have really started off the season really well. Now, looking at Manchester United, of course, we know what the situation is. We're currently sitting at 12th, coming from 14th. Played 8 games, only won 3, drawn 2, lost 3. Right? We've scored 7 goals in total so far this season. So you can already see the contrast between Manchester United scoring form versus Fenerbahce scoring form. And yes, this is just the Premier League. I know we have played also in the Europa League. We have played also in the EFL Cup where we smashed Barnsley 7, you know, but we're just going to take off stats from the Premier League because that's the most competitive league that we're currently in at the moment. So that's why I'm trying to compare those stats versus those stats. It may make sense to some, to others, you know, hogwash, but it is what it is. So yeah, we haven't been playing very well. I think just like Fenerbahce, our last 3 games, won, drawn, lost, wishy-washy. But I think it's safe to say that Fenerbahce are in way better form coming into this match than what we are. Now, obviously, we can argue that Premier League is a more competitive league versus the Turkish domestic league. So, you know, some may say that it's Fenerbahce, it's the Turkish league. You know, this game is not going to be as difficult or intense as some people are predicting it to be. But guys, just remember, looking at Manchester United's current state where we are, I'm not trying to be negative or saying we're gonna go and lose this match. We're not gonna be able to pull a result. It just all depends on if the players are going to be willing to do what they need to do. So it is going to be a tight match. We are going up against Jose Mourinho, one of the best managers of all time, brilliant mind, great tactician. So it's gonna be one. It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be definitely one for the books. So with that being said, we look forward to the match tonight. Score predictions. Obviously, it's Manchester United. I want us to win. I haven't seen any Fenerbahce games at all this whole season, so I don't know how they're playing. I'm literally just looking off the stats in front of me. So, with that being said, I think they will score. I think both teams will score definitely, and I want to see a 2-1 win. I want to say that United will somehow pull it off and we will get a 2-1 win. Interesting to see how we're going to play without Bruno Fernandes. Interesting to see how we're going to play with that midfielder, with that midfield that we currently have available. And yeah, speaking of which, let me quickly do uh, a lineup prediction. All right. So I think goalkeeper speaks for itself. Anjo Nana to take that position. Defenders, I'm going to go Diego Dalot, Mazarawi. Um, who else? Who else? Who else? Mateus Delit and Martinez, right? I think he's going to go with our usual back four lineup. I don't think anything is going to change over there. Midfielders, like I said, I think he will start Christian Eriksen because I think out of the three midfielders, he's probably the most match fit and ready to start. And I want to say Casemiro only because of Manuel Gatti just came from the surgery, the heart condition, everything. So I'm going to go Casemiro. I don't think he's gonna start all three. I really don't. I can't see it happening. If he does, all well and good. But I think he's going Casemiro, Christian Eriksen, and Manuel Gatti to come later on in the game, or probably not even at all. Right? They'll probably be replaced for defenders, Harry Maguire, Victor Lindelof, during the course of the game, or maybe one of the forward players. Who knows? All right. Forward, I am going to go with Garnacho only because he's been playing very good of late. So I think right now he's sort of undroppable. Marcus Rashford has been picking up form, so I'd put him in the lineup as well. Rasmus Højlund just came from scoring against Brentford. You do not want to slow that down, so I probably think he gets a start in the game. And you know what? I'm gonna go Ahmed Diallo. And I think Ahmed Diallo will probably assume. You know what? I think Garnacho plays off the left, Ahmed plays off the right, and Rasmus Højlund plays ahead of Marcus Rashford. So I see sort of like a 4-2-4 formation going on, or a 4-4-2, right? You can also say a 4-4-2. You can say Ahmed and Garnacho are the wide players, and then have the two, strikers up front, and then have our two midfielders in Casemiro and Christian Eriksen, almost like how we used to play back in the day with Alex Ferguson. So yeah, you might go that route, and it'll definitely be interesting to see how that's going to turn out. But anyway, guys, that's it. Thank you once again for listening to this, or watching this video rather. Like and subscribe, share with anyone who's a United fan. Let's go get this win. See you in the next video. Peace.